What's up, gentlemen? It's Monday. What up with that? What's up with that Monday? I'm cool with Mondays. You gotta be, man. You gotta be. Because it leads into Friday. All right, guys. See a lot of blue vests. Today's Monday, so blue vest day, meaning all the new hires start on Monday, like I did 8 weeks ago. If you have a blue vest on, that means you've been here 30 days or less. Today I saw a lot of new faces, which is cool. I got to meet a few of them, and basically it just means that we started a whole bunch of new people today, which is held consistent since I've started here, is that we hire people, seems like every week. In the 8 weeks that I've been here, I've seen every Monday since I've started, including the Monday that I started, where there's been a crew of new people every single week, which is cool in the gang. That's a good thing. Now that I got my car back, I had a little loaner there for a little while. I get to use my there we go. Man, it's been a while since I used my own car. Let me go over like all the details. I'm like, my brain is fuzzy. So, turn my lights on. It's good to have my car back. My car was in the shop. Just a quick personal update, whatever. I needed a new fuel pump and a new fuel filter. So, had to put this Silver Bullet in the shop. Letting it warm up right now. And it is fixed, repaired, and brand new factory parts. Fuel pump and fuel filter. Brand new from the factory. It's the way to go, right? So if there's a problem, it's a factory part. It's from Mercedes. And if there's a problem with the maintenance, I got the receipt and they guarantee their work, supposedly, right? So ultimately, I'll talk about the shift real quick. I did 5 hours and 44 minutes on a Monday. That's pretty consistent. Last Monday, I think I did 5 hours and 44 minutes. So that's 2 Mondays in a row where I've done 5 hours and 44 minutes. Got my water jug and I just filled it up too because I am thirsty. This big jug right here, I killed a whole one of these twice. Did I do it too? Anyways, this is a full one right now with ice and water. And man, you go through a lot of water. So, and you gotta remind yourself to drink it sometimes. It's weird, like you're in there working, you're sweating, and you're there for 5 hours and 44 minutes. and sometimes you forget to drink water. I mean, believe it or not, like me, I'm in the habit of doing it, so I drink water. Plus I'm thirsty because you're sweating, so I automatically want to drink water. So I bring my water jug and I kill it as I'm working. I'm drinking it, and then on the break I go fill it up, and then when I get off shift like now, I fill it up because I'm going to be drinking it like when I get home and all that. Like boom, drink water. So okay, so going over the shift. So today was like the beginning of my 8th week number 8. Again, I saw a bunch of new hires. They were training with the same guy that trained me. I don't want to say all their names, all the supervisors' names or employees' names, but it's the same supervisor that trained me. He's a training supervisor at the La Mirada hub. He knows his job. He does what he's supposed to do. He's a pretty cool guy. He helped me out, so he's good to go. Thumbs up, right? So I talked to a couple of the new hires. There's 3 of them that I saw in his little team. It could be 2. I've seen 2. It could be 3. It could be 5. It could be 10. But again, they probably hired 7 or 8, and a few of them didn't show up for orientation. I don't understand that. Why even apply? But whatever. So I did my typical unload duties today, which is I reported to the unload supervisor. She assigned me a trailer. She's like, there you go, you can have number such and such. I said, cool, let's do it. I go in there, I start unloading. I'm by myself. A lot of times you're by yourself, and you just, you grab the packages and put them on the conveyor belt, and you unload that 53-foot trailer until it's done. And then she'll say, okay, when you're finished with that one, go to number doctor whatever. And you're like, all right, cool. And then you knock that out, and you go to doctor whatever, and you finish that one. And then she sent me to one today that was like the whole trailer was all bulk, and it was a pretty good sized trailer. And so they were like bulk, meaning they were over 70 pounds. The packages were fairly good size, like 60 inches or so, but they were all 75, 80, something like that, which is anything over 70 is bulk. So she's like, I'm going to send you a helper because obviously you're going to deal with one big long trailer filled with 75, 85 pound packages. That's going to burn you out. So we teamworked it. He went inside the trailer. I stayed at the tip of the trailer, which is by the bulk belt. There's a regular belt and a bulk belt. And I would grab the packages off of the belt that he sends up and take them off and put them on the bulk belt where they're rightfully going to be sorted the proper way. So he had the job of getting them onto the regular belt and sending them to me, and then I would take them off and put them on the bulk belt. When you do it that way, it's efficient, it's safer, it takes less time, and between the two of you guys, it's way easier. So that's what I did. That's what we did as a team. Teamwork is better. Teamwork makes the dream work, the whole thing, right? So I knocked out that one, and then when I was done with that, she sent me to help out another guy. Actually, no, she sent me to do another trailer by myself, which I knocked out pretty good. It was a 53-footer, but I killed it, knocked it out before 10. Then she sent me to help somebody else who was working on like a trailer by himself. So I helped him, and right at the end, when it was almost like, it's like, this is it, it's over, it was like just a little bit after 10, like 10:10, and I was like, all right, cool. And we knew we were the last group. It was us and there was 2 other guys. So we're like, hey man, I think this is it. Once we're done, she's gonna say clock out. And so she was like, Brian, go to PD1, and that's the bulk stuff. And I was like, PD1, I've done PD2. So I was like, where's PD1 at? So she's like, oh yeah, she'll take you. And there was another supervisor. She's like, it's over here. She's like, boom, you already know what to do because you've done this before. You've been trained on how to do bulk. So knock it out. Thank you. Help out this guy. They were short-handed, and it's heavy stuff, so they get the bigger guy. Like, 'cause there was like a full crew on my side. There was like 7 of us, and a couple of guys that are like 5'7", 5'6", 5'8". I'm 6 foot and I weigh 225. So they're like, you go to bulk. So I went to bulk, and we knocked it out, and we were done at, I was done at like 10:40. Went and filled up my water jug, clocked out at 10:44. It was like, so it was and I clocked in at 5 o'clock. So it's literally 5 hours and 44 minutes of work. So that's almost a 6-hour day. So that's pretty cool. And the supervisor that was on that side was like, hey, I appreciate your help. And I was like, you got it. And I peaced out, and then I started making this video. So that was tonight's shift. I'll try to keep it short. I know sometimes I can get, chatty or whatever. But I tell you what, I did find out something that might help for you guys that are interested. The peak season is coming up, which is holiday season, which things, get busier. And they're hiring permanent still and part-time. I mean, it's permanent either way, but you're either part-time permanent or part-time seasonal. So make sure you understand when you apply, are you applying? Check that. Look to see if you're applying for a seasonal position or a permanent position. They're both part-time. I suggest get the permanent one because that way you last longer. But what they do is they dangle a carrot. Seasonal, I think they give you a little bit more an hour. It might be 16 or 17 an hour. Part-timers are going to start at $14.50. I mean, permanent. Because you're going to get raises every year and you get union benefits and free medical. So they give you that stuff. So that's why. So here's the thing I found out. If you've been if you've passed your probation at any particular hub, which for me is 70 days, so if you're there 71 days, you've passed your probation, you are fully into the union, you're a union employee, you've paid all your initial fees of union fees, which I've already done. This week will be my last week of paying like the initial $200, $25 a week for 8 weeks. So this week will be the last week that they take out $25. And then after that, I'm gonna put $25 a week into 401k, which is $100 a month. But the union is gonna, the UPS is gonna match the 25 I give. They're gonna give me 25. That's $200 a month towards my 401k, whatever, right? If you don't understand what a 401k is, it's a whole other thing. I don't want to do that right now. The video is trying to keep it short. So today's sort was good. I am losing weight, like I keep saying. You could just tell. I could tell. People have told me also that know me, like, hey man, you look thinner, and I'm like, thanks, whatever. You sweat, man. You sweat. You lose weight, and it's 5 days a week. So you're moving and grooving and moving and grooving, and you get the blood flowing. It's good for you. You're sweating. You're drinking water, and I'm not eating. Your break's only 10 minutes. It's not like I'm eating a meal there. You just move. You're moving the whole 5 hours. In 44 minutes you're moving, and I like that. I think that's good. I really like the job. So what I can tell you is that so in the season that's coming up, what I plan on doing is applying for driver helper, so I can get an idea of what's going on with the driver's positions. Basically what I'll do is I don't have to unload for like 6 weeks or so. Instead of doing the unload, what I'll do instead is I will go and work with one of the drivers, a package driver, and me and him will go on his route, and we'll deliver packages and drop off packages, and I'll have people sign for packages and all the things that you're responsible to do as a driver or driver helper. I think the pay is the same. I don't think I get a raise, but I get more hours. I'll be working his route, which most drivers do 9 hours, 10 hours a day. So if I'm a driver helper and I'm working his route and I'm doing 9 or 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, but I could also do 6 too because it's a holiday and they need people, so I can work Saturdays. It's time and a half, so I'll probably end up doing it. That I'm gonna have to, like, as long as you're past probation, you can do that. I can take this off. I am off. I'm so in the habit of wearing that at work. So yeah, driver helper, same pay, but a lot more hours. If you work in a hub and you're a package handler, I hear like a noise. I don't like it. If you're a package handler and you work in a hub, you can apply for package handler as long as you have 70 or more days at that particular hub. So That's what I wanted to say. That's basically it. And other than that, I'm gonna apply for it. Hopefully, I'll get it. I think I will. Like, because it shouldn't be a problem. Like, they need people. It's just a natural procession. It gives you experience. You get a lot of seniority points. You get like more time. You get more hours. More like there's a lot of benefits to working because you're working a lot more hours. So that builds your seniority. It builds your hours in the company. You can actually put more into your 401k because you're making more a week. Your paychecks are going to be bigger. You're going to be making, like 700 a week instead of 350 a week. So it's a win-win. And you're learning the rudimentary elements of what the drivers are expected to do, and you can pick his brain. So that's what that's all about, man. That's all I want to say. I gotta go to sleep, and I'm gonna take a shower. So you guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys for watching. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Thank you. Peace.